happened with the Celtics
Yeah.
in the NBA.
Weird.
Super
Very
weird. All of a sudden, I get reports from Woj that they're going to suspend him for the year.
Yeah, and we're Celtics fans. At least I am. We're from New Hampshire, so like we are in it. Like the people up here are pissed. They're like, "Excuse me, what? You did what to Deshaun, and you're doing what to Ime?" Like two different leagues, but still.
Yeah, so he's getting suspended for a year because he was having a consensual affair with the VP's
wife.
The VP's wife. Yeah.
The VP found out about it from a Ring conversation. She was standing outside talking on the phone, and he overheard the conversation because he was like, went back through the footage at the doorbell. I guess she was outside for a while, but then Ime is like, yeah, I did it. I'm that dude. I'm a baller. I slept with the VP's wife. And then the players on the team are like, damn, coach, you're a savage, but we need you, man. And I feel like this is very unprofessional if you know the policy. I get it. You should be allowed to have a relationship with the VP. But if you can't, don't. You're going to ruin your career. You were probably the coach of the year last year. You led your team to the NBA Finals. You lose to the Warriors when you should have won that NBA Finals. Jason Tatum sprained his wrist. He was injured. Jaylen Brown didn't play his best. Hopefully he learns how to dribble in the offseason. But you guys have a chance to get back to the finals after revamping your team, picking up Malcolm Brogdon and other players. It's like, what are we doing? And it's like, also, the VP also knew it. So it's like, what are you doing as well? I hope she gets fired if he's going to get suspended and considered to be fired. So they should both be suspended if that's the policy. But at the same time, it's like, what are you doing? And my point is, everyone likes to say the NBA is a player-friendly league and the NFL is so tough. We're all about the shield. The NFL is a lot more lenient when it comes to discipline than the NBA.
Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, Deshaun Watson had, 24 lawsuits against him, and he got suspended 11 games. Well, this dude had a consensual affair with somebody from the team, suspended for a whole year. I mean, I think personally, I think the suspension should be a little less than a year. But at the end of the day, I mean, he knows the policy and he knows that he shouldn't do that. And it's also the VP's wife. And it wasn't a suspension from the league. It was a suspension from the Celtics. I'm surprised they didn't fire him.
If you're going to suspend him for a year, what's the point of keeping him on?
Yeah, like, honestly, I've heard some reports where he was looking at offers from different teams. I mean, if you strain the relationship to that point, I feel like maybe just letting him go would be a better choice, because now he's just kind of in limbo. Kind of reminds me, different situation, but kind of like how it was with the Red Sox and Alex Cora.
Yeah.
I mean, had this huge scandal with the whole asteroid, the Astros thing. And then they replace him for a year, like fire him and then bring him back the year after. It was kind of questionable. But in this situation, I don't know. I kind of feel like they should probably just part ways. I get it. Ime Udoka is a great coach, so I can see why maybe they don't. But that's kind of where I stand on this. It's like, why are you keeping him at this point?
Yeah, I feel like it's very awkward to keep him on the team. Honestly, let Al Horford coach this team.
I mean, he's old enough to.
Yeah, Al Horford's old enough to coach this team.
Player coach.
Smart enough to coach this team. He looks like Ime Udoka. He talks like Ime Udoka. They kind of have the same mannerisms, except Ime Udoka is a lot more intense, I feel like, than Al Horford. Unless Giannis dunks on him and disrespects him, then Al Horford will come back with some fire. But overall, just wanted to talk about it because it's a weird situation with a high-profile coach. And I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this.
No, not to this extent, honestly.
The reason I was so surprised is I was chilling at work, and then all of a sudden, ping, and then it's like, Ime Udoka could be suspended for a year. I'm like, if it's saying could be now, he's gone for a year. I'm like, what in the world? What are the Celtics going to do? Is Brad Stevens going to coach the team? Is this just a plan for him to coach again? I don't know.